Hello and welcome to Mr. Lisp in Progress. I am your host, Mr. Lisp, and it's Men's Health Week. Yeah, running from the June the 15th to June the 21st, 2026. It's Men's Health Week, and it's a very important topic to myself as being a man myself and having male children. It is imperative that as men we get opportunity to understand that we can express ourselves. We can have emotions. We can be free. We can not have to live up to the stereotypes. We can be our own individuals. And for myself, growing up, I went through this thing of having to be macho, having to be a man's man, having to, suppress my emotions and how I feel. And if I cry, I'm going to be classed as weak and perceived as weak. And, I'm a big boy, what you crying for? And big boys don't cry and all that jargon. And to be fair, it is jargon because you know what? What we don't realize is later years, it has an impact. It has an impact on our young men. It has an impact on how we communicate, how we build and form relationships. It has an impact on how we express ourselves. And a lot of times we wonder why so many of us are out here having to be a physical, putting our hands on one another or whatever to just be able to communicate. Because we've lost that skill where we never had that skill because we were always told, men don't need to talk about this and don't need to discuss that. Is you've got a problem, you scrap it out. Fist for fist, that's the era that I grew up in. And understanding it, yeah, you have to understand, we can't be out here being weak and non-macho, but we also got to realize that there's nothing wrong with being who you are. Who you are. If you're not designed to be a bodybuilder, then that's not you. Be you. And this is what I think for many of our parents, and I guess it's as things have changed within time and we've understood that each one of us can be unique. We have got the opportunity to be ourselves. We need to now start living in it because a quick story about myself is, as many of you will be aware, is I've lost twins in 2014 and that was like a gut-wrenching time for myself. My emotions were everywhere. But as a man, I felt like I couldn't show my emotion because one, I had to be strong for my partner at the time. I had to put on that brave face. I had to wear that mask of strength. And I had to then carry the burden, support the household, still keep a roof over our heads. I carried all of that without being able to express myself with my grief, my emotions, how I was feeling, where I was at. And, it took me many years to actually get to a point where I was able to express myself. I was able to understand that it's okay to cry. And crying felt so good. It was years of built up tension and stress, and it just felt so good. And I actually wrote a separate poem piece in regards to, men being able to cry. And I will definitely share it with you. Maybe not in this video, but possibly the next one. Because as it's Men's Health Week, I'm going to do a few segments on just men's health and just trying to empower men. And if women out here, this is not just for men, because many of these women out here, we have young boys, we have nephews, we have cousins, uncles. We have males in our life, and if we can support them and have the understanding and the knowledge to empower them, then this is for everybody, not just for males. So it's got men's health, but it's for everybody. It is for everybody because, we can teach each other, and this is what a lot of the lessons in life are about. It's just teaching and sharing, and where we've been taught, many of us have been taught about, being strong, being brave, not turning the other cheek and this, that, and another. It is that thing where, let's redo the teachings now. Yeah, let's retrain ourselves. Let's retrain our brain. Let's retrain the generation growing up to that. They can be more expressive. They can share their emotions. If they want to cry, cry. Yes, I'm not saying cry over every little thing, but if something's happened and you're sad, you do not have to be macho. Learn from me. Learn from me. I've gone through this and it broke me. I'm not afraid to admit it, and I've come into a place now where I couldn't care less because no one ain't here going to tell me nothing. Because you know what? When you feel that emotion and it hits you, I'm letting it out. I'm not holding it in no more, because I'm holding it in, it only affects your mental well-being. And this is what we have to stop. And this is why I'm trying my utmost best to empower as many people to understand that your emotions are there for a reason. They're not there to just be suppressed. If you're feeling upset, there's a reason why you're feeling upset. And why shouldn't you? There's nothing wrong with feeling upset, feeling feeling down, feeling sad. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong at all with feelings and having feelings and embracing your feelings and understanding that, yes, we have them, because we need them to help us navigate in life. And with our emotions, we have to learn to understand them and how we can channel and grow from our emotions. But bringing it kind of back to the main point where I want to bring it back to is, it's Men's Health Week. So men out there, you know, it shouldn't just be a week that you look after yourself, but if you take this time, take this message anyway now, and start looking at yourself, looking at your life, looking at the legacy, looking at your children, and understand, like, what am I doing? What impact am I having? Positive, negative, or indifferent? Like, what is it? Was I a bit hard on my son? Was I a bit too soft on my son? Am I trying to parent like my parent? Like, or am I not? Like, what are you doing? Understand it. Try and understand. And understand that just because you've got feelings and you've got emotions, it doesn't make you weak. To be fair, it actually makes you stronger, because you're able to understand that you've got these feelings and emotions and able to channel them accordingly. So it actually does make you a much stronger person. And then bringing me on to the second point, which I touched on in the previous video, health. Men, go and get yourself checked out. Yeah, stop trying. We want to be there for everybody. We want to be there for our friends, our family. We do, our kids. We want to be there. So if you want to be there, you've got to start moving in the right steps, putting the right steps forward to get to where you need to get to, because you can't be there if you're no longer there. Now I'm going to say that again. You can't be there and support your family and your friends if you're no longer there. So it starts with ourselves. It always starts with ourselves. Yeah, we got to pour and fill our cups before we can fill anybody else's. Go and get yourself checked out. Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend. Because we can share football stuff in our groups and whatever, but we can't share health tips. Why not? Why can't we empower and inspire someone? Go and get yourself checked. Because you don't know who you could be saving. If it's not yourself, it's someone around you. Yeah, go. If you've got any symptoms at all, please get yourself checked. Go to the doctor, go to the GP. If you're busy, go to your local chemist or pharmacy and have a discussion, a chat. You might be able to get some sort of information there. Or speak to any one of your friends or your peers. If you want to get in contact, speak to me. I'm here for it. This is the purpose of this channel. I'm here for it. So you're not alone. Understand that you are not alone. Women, support us men, please. You're the backbones. Us men, you know, as I personally believe, behind every strong man, there's got to be a strong woman. And if you're that strong woman, please share this message with your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your nephew, your sons, your nieces, whoever you need to share this with, who can then pass it on to their young men, just the men in their lives, men that they know. Empower them. Let's share. Let's help them grow. Because I can see us men, like, we're dwindling away. We are dwindling away on the basis of we're not here presently. We're there in the we're here in the physical, but a lot of us mentally, we've checked out. We're so burdened or burnt out, focusing on paying the bills, being the man that society tells us that we need to be, or the stereotypes that we have to live up to. Like, how long can we keep doing this for? To the point where we bury our heads in the sand, we get ill, we avoid going to the doctor, to the GPs, because we feel like it's too macho to go. If it's not too macho, I don't have the time to go because I need to be doing this, and this, because I need to be bringing back this, and this. No, we've got to slow it down. We've got to take time for ourselves. But I'm going to love you and leave you there. Please go and get yourself checked out. Support one another. Yeah? Let's build some unity. Let's build some unity. Support one another. Okay? It's Men's Health Week. So let's support. Like, comment and subscribe, and check out another video there and there. Mr. Lisp out.